Happy Monday out there, Vol Nation. This is Frank. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. Of course, Tennessee's basketball season ended kind of mercifully yesterday, 69-50 to Houston. So they, without a doubt now, can turn their attention to the transfer portal and lots of spots to fill on this team. Could be, depending on that scholarship distribution, it could be up to 8 slots. I think it'll be closer to 6 along the way that to go with. But regardless, lots of guys that's entering that portal. I put out a video this morning talking about where I thought they should go from here on. Make sure you hit that like. If you haven't already, share it out. That's the best way you can help the channel there as well. And then if you have not already, you like content, hit the subscribe button. There's going to be, I've got more content coming tonight. There's probably more than I've got time for that's out there right now as far as portal for the men's and women's teams. There's some pretty interesting stuff that's out there, but I'm going to release one about the women here in just a few minutes as well. As there's a couple of names, one really interesting one that's come out today as well that the Lady Vols are in the hunt for. But we're going to get right to it. The big name that people's been talking about for a while is Ja'kobi Gillespie, point guard from Maryland. He's from nearby Greenville, Tennessee, not the Greenville I'm living outside of in Greenville, South Carolina. From Greenville, Tennessee, played 2 years at Belmont, played this past year at Maryland. Kevin Willard accepted the job at Villanova within I guess it was yesterday, or maybe it was even this morning that he did. And then you had to thought at that point Gillespie was going to the portal, and who knows, maybe he could have anyway. But a lot of the expert predictions are already putting it in for Tennessee on that. One thing I said that could be Tennessee or Villanova, but you got to think too, and I've heard from somebody I know as well. Yeah, source, couple guys that come on here. They talk to people as well. Heard that Tennessee's kind of been working the back channels maybe for a bit, or maybe there's been some contact there over the course of the last few months possibly. But with so many slots open, obviously Tennessee needs guards and wings in a bad way, and they could be getting ready to add 2 really good ones out of the portal. Gillespie, not sure if he's entered with a do not contact, not sure where we're at with that one along the way. I had somebody, one friend said he had heard something somewhere Gillespie could have been on campus today. I have not seen that on any boards or anything, but Travis Branham, 24/7 Sports, did report today, of course, that Gillespie is officially in the portal. And that's a pretty big one. Grant Ramey on 3, VolQuest.com confirmed Tennessee will be pretty much anybody that covers Tennessee basketball confirmed that Tennessee's going to be involved here. Pete Nakos of On 3 has already put in an expert prediction with medium confidence on it that Tennessee gets Gillespie. What will they add to it? You got to make this happen. You got to get that one across the finish line. And, when you need a point guard, that would be a pretty good replacement for Zakai Ziegler. 14.7 points at Maryland, 4.8 assists, shot just over 40% from three-point range. Now, is he the distributor, the breakdown guy, the quickness dude that Zakai Ziegler? No. But he's going to add shooting. He's a much better shooter than Zakai Ziegler, in my opinion, on that. Over 40% Maryland. Had 17 points against Florida in the Sweet 16. And my only thing in that game, he had no rebounds, no assists with it. But Maryland only had 6 assists in that game. Pretty good game for him. He's been solid all year long as far as what he's done. And depending on where you see it, there's some that's ranked him the top player in the portal right now. Worst case, I think he's a top 10 dude, no matter what site that it is. So if you're Tennessee, Greenville, Tennessee native here from nearby, of course, people say, well, why didn't Tennessee recruit him out of high school? Can't answer that, but he ended up at Belmont. And then there was a question, well, why didn't Tennessee recruit him when he entered the out of Belmont? And who's to say they didn't? But at the same time, if he's wanting to play point guard, Zakai Ziegler's getting most of the minutes there. I don't know. Barnes could tell a lie and tell him he's going to get all these minutes, and then he comes in and he doesn't. or Barnes could be truthful with him. And, I don't know what conversations, if even much were had there. There had to be something that was had there. But I think there's a reason you didn't see point guards added through the portal, because guys enter the portal to go play somewhere. They don't go sit. And with Ziegler coming back, he's getting most of the minutes on it. It's pretty simple to me as to why they had to go the high school ranks for it. And I thought Jordan Gainey, when given the time, did a pretty solid job running the point in relief of Zakai Ziegler this year as well. And I still see people hung up on this Ziegler getting another year and stuff. Based on everything I'm reading, this 5th-year thing is not coming anytime soon. And that April 7th date, from my understanding, has nothing to do with that 5th year on it. Maybe something's changed, but somebody put it on here recently saying that, Tennessee was going to miss out because of this 5th-year thing. But everything I've read does not seem that it's going to be a go. But we'll know. It's the NCAA. Things could change over time on that. But if you're Tennessee on this one, regardless, you've got to get this one across the finish line, because you need help in a big way, big way at the guard spot. So if you can lock that one down, you got Isaac McNeely from Virginia coming in tomorrow on a visit. He just visited Louisville. It was put out there today. I think it may have been Joe Tipton of On3 who put it out there, said that this one, or it may have been Nakos. I'll have to go back and look exactly who it was on that one. But that one is down to pretty much, from what they're saying, Louisville and Tennessee here. It was actually, it was Pete Nakos. So I apologize, or he was at least one of them. So it's down to Louisville and Tennessee. I think North Carolina, they had said, was involved. They seem to be out, though. McNeely visited Louisville this past weekend. It says, according to Nakos, he said the Cardinals were viewed as frontrunners, but the Volunteers have surged and are now hosting the transfer guard. A decision is expected soon once his visit wraps up. And adding depth to the backcourt is a top priority for Tennessee. Nakos predicted Tennessee to land McNeely. He did put a low confidence level on it. And the ones that I've seen say it, they don't need, they're not saying it's a foregone conclusion. So what kind of battle does that become? Does it become a bidding war, or what happens there? But if Tennessee can close that one, if they can get Gillespie and McNeely, that's a hell of a start for your backcourt. Could you add Elijah Freeman later on? Put a video out on him last week. That's the guy from Lincoln Memorial University. Who's involved there? At the time, they said Tennessee and Dayton. Kentucky fans say Kentucky's involved there as well, and they may be. And I'm sure Kentucky's going to be pretty active in the portal as well. Louisville, obviously very active in the portal. They were this past year. The portal, it's the thing now. It is your thing. And I think if you look at all 4 teams in the Final Four right now, Duke may be less of the exception on it. Houston, Florida, Auburn, all impact guys out of the portal. So that's the way now. It really, it's the way. And this is where Tennessee's at. That would be a heck of a start for them if they can get Gillespie, and then if they can close it with McNeely tomorrow. I'm not sure how long that visit goes, but normally these portal visits are not multi-day visits. Normally they get in, get out, and to the point with it. These guys have already been through the process. They don't need all the attention, all that stuff, all the ceremonies and all that. They normally get to the point, and then they get it done, and they make, as educated a decision for them as they can. We've seen that pretty regularly within the portal. So I expect the same thing. There will be more names along the way because Tennessee has so much. Tennessee could withstand add scoring at every level. So lots more news to come. I'll keep you as updated as possible on that along the way. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, make sure you hit the like, the share. And if you have not already, hit that subscribe button. Check out the links in the description for the channel memberships, for the channel Patreon, where you can help out the channel for as little as $1 a month on this. Or If you want to say thanks, there is a super thanks button, bottom right-hand corner, which is greatly appreciated as well. Have a great rest of your evening. Be on the lookout. Lady Vols stuff I'm releasing tonight, one, and then I'm going to come up with something for in the morning, too, first thing. So had a pretty good response from that this morning. Have a great rest of your evening. This is Frank. This is the House of Orange. No matter if you win, no matter if you lose, no matter if you draw, it's always a good day to wear the orange.